Ah, Valentine's Day. What a wonderful, sweet, lovely holiday. It's a day when you get to share your affection for somebody that you really appreciate, somebody that you admire. You can buy them some candy and flowers. But of course, with candy and flowers, the candy gets eaten, and eventually the flowers do wilt and they die. So maybe you get them some cute keepsakes like a teddy bear. Teddy bears are very sweet. You may even have a candlelit dinner, and you don't necessarily need the candlelight, but just a nice evening together, eating some nice food, maybe sipping a little wine, something along those lines. Maybe you even go out for a walk on the beach. That's always sweet. Very romantic, especially if you do it at sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. And some of you may even make a life-changing decision. You might get down on one knee and pop that question, thinking about your future, spending the rest of your life with someone that you truly love. Now, on Valentine's Day 2017, as far as my day was concerned, there was no lovey-dovey crap. I went pop hunting. Yeah, let's go. So pop hunting on Valentine's, why not? It's just like any other day of the year, especially for a single guy like myself. So, and it's not like I went out of my way to go pop hunting on Valentine's, but that's when I got paid. So that's why I went on Valentine's, But I did think it was kind of funny that that's how I ended up spending my Valentine's this year. And, it was all good because I actually did have a pretty good time with it. So I started off at my usual spot, Walgreens, which sometimes Walgreens treats me right, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes she loves me, sometimes she doesn't, whatever, that whole thing. But let's go ahead and take a look inside here. So this rack really has not changed in a while, and the empty spaces that you see there were created by me because I did send some pops, I think, to I want to say Gigi and I feel like maybe one other person. Yeah, at least one other person. So yeah, the gaps there on that shelf are actually created by me. I like this Abraham figure here from Walking Dead. Abraham there in the I guess like Class A style uniform. That's a pretty cool figure, but not really my type of collectible. I still like to look at that though. Check this out here. This has got to be like at least the third, if not the fourth time that they have re-released these Boba Fett prototypes and Yoda spirit figures. Now, I remember back when these figures first dropped that people were just, all in clamoring, like trying to get their hands on them. Even some people that aren't huge Star Wars fans really wanted to get them. And you see there as well the Imperial Guard figure, which was a part of that set as well. And I'm feeling like there may have been one more because usually they do them in fours. So, yeah, I'm drawing a blank. If somebody can remember what the fourth may have been, let me know. I want to say it was a Snow Trooper possibly, but I can't remember 100% for sure. But yeah, regardless, these figures, I just cannot believe that they're out again. There's truly like no value to them at this point. So this is something that was new to a new site for me. I'm getting used to now to seeing dwarves at Walgreens. It's pretty new. So they do have the full Power Ranger set. I think I saw those last time. They may have been in my last hunt video. So yeah, they do have the full set there. No chase. Trust me, I did check for that. I'm not new to the game, folks. I did check to see if there was a chase figure because I definitely would have picked that up. But I'm not even sure like what chase figures they have for the dwarves. I know I've reported on it in Funko News, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. And I think Walmart does have some exclusive dwarves for Power Rangers. So you see here, I was taking a look at the X-Men dwarves figures because I hadn't seen those before at all, and I was trying to see if there was anything like kind of special about them, or if any of them really grabbed my attention, and not so much. I kind of like the Magneto one, but call me cheap if you want to, but a lot of times with dwarves, if they don't blow me away, I just kind of wait until they inevitably drop in price, because it's gonna happen. It's always gonna happen, since dwarves aren't nearly as popular as the pops are. Eventually they do get marked down. So yeah, I just decided I'd be patient, and yeah, I saw some my emojis, some My Little Pony my emojis as well. So yeah, just kind of looking all around. There's some Mopies there, and these Mopies, I want to say that I shared these in a Funko News video as well. I think the only Mopies that I own is one that came in a collector core box, the Deadpool Mopie. So yeah, that's the only one that I have, and I really have no intention of getting any more of them. I'm not a big fan of their designs. I think a lot of times the characters don't even really look exactly like the characters. Now with the Ghostbusters, of course, them having the uniforms and their names on the uniforms, they're going to stand out a little bit more as the characters, but still, they just don't do anything for me. I mean, you know, I haven't seen any Mopie that has made me feel like, okay, I gotta have that, or that's really worth, you know, picking up by itself, you know, something that's outside of a sub box. And the Peter Venkman, I mean, that one really caught my attention, because I'm like, wow, it just, like, take the name tag off, you wouldn't even know that's him, basically. So, the main destination for me on Valentine's evening was Player's Choice. I've gushed about this store so many times. I mean, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I think this is one of the most amazing stores that you could visit, definitely in the Myrtle Beach area. And before we even go inside here, just do take a look to the right there of that image, and you can see, like I always point out, that they have an arcade in the store. I think that is just so cool, and they really do have some classic games in there, and they change their cabinets sometimes to get some new games in. I mean, some new classic games in, I should say. And it's just awesome. It really is like nerd heaven in there, because they got the arcade, they got collectibles. You see, they got some clothing there, you know, some geek-tastic shirts going on. They got comic books, vintage video games. I mean, pretty much anything that a nerd could want, they got it going on at Player's Choice. So I can't stress it enough. If you ever visit the Myrtle Beach area, you have got to check out this store. It is so worth it. And they do have a Facebook page as well, which I am going to link down in the description. Do make sure that you check that out. As a matter of fact, they have an upcoming event that the owner, and I got to tell this real quick before we get to the footage here. As soon as I walked in the store, I mean, the owner, he knows me by face, he knows me by name, because I promoted this store some, and just really nice guy. Like right away I walked in and he's like, hey, you want a drink? And he just gave me a free soda and was talking to me about an upcoming event they got going on, and he's like, you know, he wants me to come out and check it out and everything, which I'm definitely going to do. So I'm going to be scoping out their Facebook page myself to stay up to date on what's going on with that event. And trust me, there will be a video about it, you know, if I'm able to make it out there. As long as nothing holds me up from getting to it, then I definitely want to see what it's all about and do a video on it. But enough of me jibber jabbering, let's go ahead and see what I saw at Player's Choice. So they tend to buy out people's collections, and I think that's what this section here is for. Like these, I want to say these are probably pops that they bought from people, so I think that's why they're off over here by themselves, and that's why you see that it is such a mix, you know, going on. I see that they did attempt to organize them some, but it's still kind of a mix. And like I said, I think that is because yeah, these are collections probably that they bought. And yeah, you see all the Star Wars Rebels figures there together, Street Fighter, X-Men, you know, it's somewhat organized. But yeah, this has really changed up, because there were some more exclusives over there. But I think when people sell exclusives to them, that if it's something really sought after, it doesn't last very long there. So this is another section that I like to take a look at, because it does change up from time to time. You know, another good mix of figures here. Dark Crystal figures, I haven't really seen those selling very well, but they are some really awesome designs. I guess you just got to really be into the movie, though. I don't know if too many people would buy them just for the designs. I like that they still got the Silver Surfer there, but I mean, it's cool to look at, and really not for me, though. They got the Phantom of the Opera there, the Mummy there for, you know, Universal Monsters fans. So again, very interesting mix of figures in that section there. So the Power Rangers figures, they got the mix of the new and the old. You notice there they got Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I want the Rock Candy figure. I think I would prefer to have the Rock Candy figure. And I know it's not like an either or thing, but that's what I'm rolling with. Instead of getting the pop, I'm gonna wait for the Rock Candy Lara Croft. And you see they got some Five Nights at Freddy's. You pretty much can't go anywhere nowadays without seeing Five Nights at Freddy's. Very popular series, which I'm not a fan. I mean, nothing against it, but yeah, it's pretty amazing that everywhere you go you see it. And Ren and Stimpy, I did not get them yet, but I do plan to get them. But I'll let you all know that this hunt, again, like most of my hunts have been lately, wasn't really so much about myself. I was really mainly out hunting for a trade that I'm wrapping up with Cat D. So yeah, most of the time when I'm out, I don't have like huge hauls or anything like that, and it is because, you know, I'm mainly hunting for other people, and then also I need to leave some pops out there for people to trade with me, you know. So sometimes I actually will pass things up just because I know, okay, maybe I'll get in a trade, or I'll just wait until the price drops on it, which that's, you know, that's good too. So yeah, even though it was a little bit tempting, I was like, I'll wait a little bit on Ren and Stimpy. And trust me, again, I did look through to see if they had the chase figures. No luck there though. Now, there, like I said, there's a really good mix of figures and statues at Player's Choice, and this is one that has caught my eye online, and I saw that they had it in store. So Harley Quinn, based off of I believe her either her rebirth design or New 52 design. Really not crazy about the costume, but I do like that statue. I like this Lady Deadpool as well. These figures, they're very much like anime style, so they don't exactly look like the characters. I mean, here's a good example. It's like, you know, a female version of Edward Scissorhands. Definitely not like the original character, but they still look pretty awesome. And I've seen some other cool characters in this design. Like, there's a really amazing Freddy Krueger one, and even a Jason Voorhees one as well. So I like those like anime mashups with really popular characters. Now, Living Dead dolls, I don't think well, actually, let me stop. I was about to say I don't think I would buy one for myself, but there actually is one on the way that, yeah, I might have to pick up. I think it's considered to be a Living Dead doll. Just make sure you watch my upcoming Funko News video about that. I'll talk more about that later on. But here you see Ash from the Evil Dead series as a Living Dead doll. I thought that one was pretty cool. And two other cool ones, even though it's the same character, they also had Living Dead dolls, and these were not here previously in the store. Like I said, this store changes up a lot, but they had two of Pinhead, same design but different color schemes there though. So yeah, the Pinhead Living Dead doll I thought looked pretty cool as well. Now this definitely caught my attention because I knew these were on the way, and this was my first time seeing some of them. They did have some of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 figures. Right now they only had Nebula, Taserface, and Mantis, which I thought was kind of interesting, that they didn't have like the main team there, and I don't know if that's consistent from, you know, with other stores. In fact, I know that I've seen somebody on Facebook that already has like the full set, like he has like the, you know, the full team. But as far as Player's Choice, they just had those three. I thought that's kind of interesting. I think Taserface has some great detail to him. I do like Nebula and Mantis. Again, I didn't pick any of these up. I was really trying to behave myself and just focus on picking up items for the trade that I have going with Cat. In this section here, these are some items that may not appeal to some people, but I like them. Like I said, I'm a fan of the Rock Candy figures. I like some Q figs, not all Q figs, but I do like some of them. And I also like the way that Funko has redesigned their wobblers. You know, instead of the wacky wobblers, now they just call them wobblers, and the design is, it's more cutesy, I guess you could say, and less rigid. That's the main thing I like about the wobblers now. They're less rigid. Oh, and Cat D, if you're watching this, I know you were talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Dwarves figures. It looks like they had them all there. So if you don't find them and you need some, just let me know, you know. And I might have to go back eventually and pick up some of those myself. I can't remember exactly if they were all priced the same or not. It's kind of tough to see with the glare that I had going on in the footage, but I might actually end up getting some more of those myself as well while I'm fleshing out my Guardians of the Galaxy collection. Maybe once I start getting the Volume 2 figures. Also, this was my first chance to get to see the South Park figures up close. Yes, I was very critical of the designs based off of the images that I saw, and seeing them up close, my mind has really not changed. I just don't think these are the best representations of those characters. There are figures by other companies that have done a much better job, like Ubisoft that actually works with the games. They have figures, and Kid Robot. So yeah, I'm just not sold on these South Park figures. Maybe they will get better with the next wave. I had to check out this horror section, even though Marvin the Martian got in the mix there somehow. I'm pretty sure that's some customers moving some stuff around, but I was trying to look and see what updated, horror figures they had going on. There used to be a lot more, but I'm sure that people started to snatch those up. So yeah, this section here has changed quite a bit. And by the way, if you want a really good look at Player's Choice, you can check out some of the previous videos I've done, including a short promotional video I did. Oh, by the way, here, the cigarette smoking man, Anthony Nelson, if you're watching, I know that you had your eye on that one. I have not forgotten. I gotta kind of prioritize, though. I know that, I've had this ongoing trade that I gotta take care of, and next time I make it around to Player's Choice, then cigarette smoking man, I will pick him up, so that'll be for you, Anthony Nelson. Now, this Swamp Thing figure really caught my attention just because I had Swamp Thing on the brain, just because there was the recent reveal of Swamp Thing in Injustice 2, and I'm so looking forward to that video game. I want to hear from you all. If there's anybody else that's really hyped about Injustice 2, let me know. I'm not even great at fighting games, but I still cannot wait to just play some of those characters that I'm really a huge fan of. So, yeah, really looking forward to Injustice 2, and I think Swamp Thing looks amazing. So again, some more figures here, including figures that I've been meaning to get and haven't gotten yet, like the Atom and Firestorm from, Legends of Tomorrow. There was Vito Corleone, the only Godfather pop that they had there, which, he definitely caught my attention. And then I was just kind of checking out to see what else they had on this rack. And I did see that they had the PX Previews exclusive Conan figures there in Red Sonja as well. I already had those myself, but I thought it was cool that they had them, for other people that are on the lookout for them. Now, getting back to Vito Corleone, I really came close to picking that one up for myself because I wasn't completely against the idea of getting anything for myself during this hunt. As a matter of fact, I did finally get Drax from the first Guardians of the Galaxy wave. So yeah, I finally got the full team together from the first movie, and now I got to turn around and focus on, the Volume 2 figures, but that's all good. But anyway, I really came close to getting Vito Corleone, and then I had to stop myself because I looked at the figure closely and I was not happy with the paint job. And I know it's tough to see in this picture, but the paint job, especially around his shirt and his suit top, it got a little bit sloppy there. And then also, one of my pet peeves about some pop figures, and I saw this also with Pinky and the Brain, is I don't like to see the really hard ridges along the hands, and you can kind of see it there on Vito Corleone. I think I just don't like the look of it. It makes it look way too much like a toy, and not just a toy, but an old, not so well made toy to me. And I like my collectibles to look like collectibles, and I like them kind of smoothed out and everything. So that rough edge with the ridges around the hands, it just, yeah, I was like, no way. If all of the Vito Corleones look like that, I just won't be getting one. And anybody that has picked that figure up, let me know if yours looks that way. Does it have like those really hard ridges where you can see where like the hand kind of came together? But because like I said, I'm just not a fan of that. So some other things that I saw, they have a glass case at Player's Choice where they keep some of their more higher priced figures there, and the value has gone up on Dracula. They used to have Dracula at just a standard pop price, but I guess it's getting tougher and tougher to find him. So yeah, the price has jumped up a little bit there. They got Jaime Lannister, which I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, I'll just be honest, but you see the price there on Jaime Lannister. And then Willy Wonka, of course, I know especially with the passing of Gene Wilder, a lot of people have been on the lookout for Willy Wonka, so they did have one there. They also had this Cthulhu Dorbs, the glow-in-the-dark chase figure, and you see the price they got it at. They know what they have there, and I'm pretty sure that these are probably not figures that they ordered. They got a chase in and they marked it up. I really don't think they do that at Player's Choice. I think what it was is that somebody traded it into them, and then based off of that value, that's what they went ahead and marked it at, which I definitely understand them doing that. To me, that's a lot more fair than them ordering it and getting a chase and then marking it up immediately. Like I said, I don't think that's what they do. I think it's when people trade in figures, then they are going to value them at, you know, what they should be valued at. So to me, that's fair. So they also have there that wobbler, the Batman wobbler, which I think I've seen a couple of YouTubers actually manage to get that Chase wobbler, which if I saw it, yeah, I would definitely grab it up, but I'm not going to pay a marked up price for it just because I'm not that into it, but it would be nice to come across the Chase. Also in this case here, I've showed these previously in a video. I think you were able to see them. Some of the Ninja Turtle related figures there. They had April O'Neil, Foot Soldier, and Rocksteady. The Rocksteady box, I think, is probably unacceptable for most people, so I wouldn't be surprised if Player Choice would be willing to talk down that price there a little bit. But I was really kicking myself because I looked at the black suit Ant-Man figure there, which is something I've been wanting for quite a while, and they had it priced at about the pop price guide price, you know, the value there. So I was cool with that. But then I got distracted because I was so focused on picking up some things for Cat D, and like I literally did not think about it again until I was getting in my car, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot the Ant-Man figure, and I was just too tired to go back in the store. But I was like really kicking myself. But this is how cool they are at Player's Choice. I did contact them earlier today, and I was like, you know, I forgot that figure and I didn't get a close look at it. Can you tell me what the box is like? And you know, we talked it out and everything, so they're actually going to send that figure to me. And I mean, they're basically covering the shipping because they're selling it to me for like $20 straight up, and you see that it was priced there at about $19 with which tax you might as well say $20. So I mean, yeah, they're going to ship it to me, which is so nice of them, and I'm really glad they're doing that, because even though I like going to Player's Choice, it is like just over an hour away, so it's not like I just hop up and go there any random time, you know, especially with me being tired from work and having other obligations and whatnot. You know, I don't just jump up and go there at any moment. So really grateful that they are going to send that figure my way. I think it's an awesome looking figure. I can't wait to go ahead and set it up with the rest of my Ant-Man figures. Really can't wait to get that, and trust me, once it arrives, I'm definitely going to share it on video. So I also went to Books A Million because Books A Million is actually in the same mall as Player's Choice, so I do like to check them out because they have a good mix of figures as well. But this particular time I really wasn't seeing much that grabbed my attention, so that's why it's just this one quick shot that you'll see here. And I mean, there were some new figures there, but just nothing that I really wanted. Or really, I should say, there was one figure I really wanted. You see John Wick there, if you're really paying attention. Paint jobs, not up to par. So disappointing, and I think that's why they're still sitting there from the last time I went there. Okay, and you know, that's just disappointing. I really want John Wick, but I'm not going to accept a sloppy paint job, and I've heard from other people that that's a consistent issue. So there you see 11 with Agos from Stranger Things. I think that was the only Stranger Things pop that I saw, and then they had the Lost figures as well, which I just that series to me was a letdown. So yeah, I'm not even going to say any more about that. But this definitely jumped out at me. This was my first time seeing the Gwenpool figure, and I know there are going to be 3 of these. There's going to be a Walgreens exclusive as well, and I believe the other one is a Toys R Us exclusive. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the Toys R Us one is the one that really stands out to me as being the best one. And I may have to go back and look at it in my own Funko News to make sure I'm right about that. But yeah, I think there are 3 Gwenpools that are going to be available. They didn't have the others on the back of the box. You saw that when I spun it around. But yeah, I think the one where she has, I want to say she has a weapon in each hand, that one just looks a lot cooler. She at least has something in each hand. It looks a lot cooler to me than that one right there, the common one. So yeah, I mean, I went to Target. I don't even know why I continue to bother to go to Target in my area. It's always a letdown. I mean, I guess I had to chance it just because I know I really want that pink and white Harley Quinn Rock Candy figure. I don't know where it is. I mean, Valentine's is past now, and I haven't seen anybody with it. So I don't know, maybe they had some issue with production. It seems like they would have wanted that out on Valentine's. But yeah, so I went into Target, and I'm not even going to show you the main Funko section. It was ridiculous. It looked horrible. I mean, the conditions of the boxes and the selection, just horrible. But I did go down the aisles, and the only thing I found new was Phantom Foxy, and not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. So Target continues to disappoint, at least in my area. So let's just keep it moving. I also went to Toys R Us, which if you follow my channel, you've probably heard me kind of complain about Toys R Us in the past, as well as not being so on point. And this actually ended up being an interesting trip to Toys R Us, I gotta say. Now, this is the main little section that they have. It's like out in the middle of the aisle. I mean, if you go to Toys R Us, you've probably seen this similar display before. Pretty small display, nothing too special. They had a lot of stuff on clearance, but stuff that is on clearance for a reason. I mean, it's stuff that a lot of people just aren't interested in. I thought they had some really cool pop tees, but the pop tees don't go up large enough in size for me. I mean, I really like to rock 3X. Sometimes I may rock a double X, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really do prefer 3X. It's just comfortable. I like wearing my t-shirts large, you know, so I didn't even really bother to look at those t-shirts too much, but I did like their designs. Here, I mean, look at this selection. Pretty pitiful. Some of them you could tell that kids probably grabbed the boxes and shook them all up and everything. Yeah, marked down there the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which it seems like nobody cared about that, because those figures are not moving like at all. I do think the new DC Doors figures look pretty cool, but I'm not like in a big rush to get any of those. There you see they had the exclusive Teen Titans figures, including that Raven there. Most of those Batman figures there, I have the ones I want, except for the Michael Keaton Batman, which I still need to get eventually. But I've seen that at a lot of different stores, so that's why I'm not like in a big rush. But I definitely want to get the Michael Keaton Batman figure. So I went down the aisles, and I gotta say, if you're a Teen Titans fan, Toys R Us is definitely the place to go, because they have like the coolest Teen Titans figures, like minifigures and like figures of different sizes. Just they got a lot going on with Teen Titans, and this set here in particular, I've seen this many times, and I think it's just really cool, and they keep marking down the price on it now too as well. So yeah, if you're a big Teen Titans fan, like I said, I really think Toys R Us is the place to go to. Check out that Beast figure there. I really like that as well, you know, with the gorilla version of him included in there, and they got these different sets and everything. So yeah, very cool. I'm not a huge Teen Titans fan myself, but I mean, I know a good figure when I see a good figure. Yeah, that could be taken more than one way, but yeah, let's just keep moving. Now, this is what really shocked me. This is the money shot here, folks. I've never seen this section at Toys R Us before. I think this is completely new. I'm not blind. I mean, this section wasn't like hidden away or anything, so wow, they have really stepped it up in my area, and I'm like, it's about time. Like, you know, this is a true Funko section going on here now. Great variety, well organized for the most part. I mean, it's kind of mixed up, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go there and you can find some figures now. So I was really happy to see this, and there are definitely some figures that actually caught my attention. Again, I showed restraint because this hunt was really about trying to wrap up my trade with Cat D, but I definitely saw some figures that I thought were very cool. So I'm definitely going to be back there soon at this Toys R Us, seeing what's going on with their Funko section. They got the Cowboy Bebop Pops, which I'm definitely a fan of Cowboy Bebop. They got the Resident Evil in now. Snagglepuss, which I definitely would like to get eventually. And no, they did not have the Chase figure. I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm definitely looking for some Chase figures because Funko is putting so much more focus on those now. More Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I said, Five Nights at Freddy's is just everywhere. Like, really everywhere now. It seems like every store I go in, there's at least a little something Five Nights at Freddy's going on. Now, it didn't stop here. This section that overall was very cool. It had some more Funko products, some action figures, even still got some reaction figures going on there. Those Edward Scissorhands figures, those are not Funko, I don't believe. I think that is by another company, but they did kind of catch my attention there. They had some Titans figures in here, which those have been there for a while. I guess those aren't exactly too popular. I know me personally, I'm not a big fan of the Titans figures, mainly because of the body designs. They're the X-Men Dorbs again, and yes, I did look to see if they happen to have that Emma Frost chase. No luck. That'd be so nice to have, and I'm still hoping they do the pop figure of her in her diamond form as well. Some of the others I thought they looked cool, but yeah, again, I was mainly looking to see if I would happen to run across a chase, but I just don't have that kind of luck. The Meezies or whatever those are, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm really not crazy about those. Here again, the Wobblers, which I think they look great, and definitely like the Harley Quinn one, but I've been told to be patient on that one, so I'll just look at it. I didn't even pick it up though. Like I said, somebody's already told me to be patient with that one. That Harley Quinn figure there, pretty cool. Obviously based off her Arkham design there. That Beetlejuice figure, I don't know if you all saw it or not, but the Beetlejuice figure there, and I can't remember if I zoomed in on it or not. Yeah, here we go. This one here, I came very close to getting that, but yeah, that's kind of rough to look at on a regular basis. That's why I changed my mind about picking it up. I actually had it pre-ordered at one point, but I ended up canceling it. But I still like it. It's just not exactly something that I want to look at like all the time, So they had some loyal subjects in there. They had some GPK Series 2, which I really would like to get some more of those. But again, just being patient, taking care of trades first. Loyal subjects figures, to me, I think they are overpriced. Even though I do want some of the upcoming Street Fighter ones, I really do wish they would reconsider their price modeling. And Jeremy Hill, another YouTuber, he actually broke that down recently about the big problem with those. And I won't even step on his toes. If you're not familiar with Jeremy Hill, definitely check out his channel. The man is very smart. He really breaks down things very well. He does reviews of toys and everything. I just like his channel all around. So yeah, again, Jeremy Hill, make sure you check him out. I did like this figure here, this T1000, which was pretty cool. And the packaging and everything. I mean, NECA just does a great job with their action figures. So again, yeah, this section here, I will be back in this section very soon because I'm so glad to finally see a Toys R Us that is worthy in my area. Really glad to see that. So yeah, like if you were hoping to see like a haul, that's really not what this was about. It's really just about showing the things that I saw while I was out and about. Like I said, I did pick up Drax for myself finally, and I do have that Ant-Man figure on the way, which I will share in a future video. And at Toys R Us, I also pulled aside there some figures that caught my attention. Niffler, not so much for myself, but I know there's some people that are fans of that character, so that's why I was kind of making a note of it. Okay, this is where I can find him. Spike from Cowboy Bebop is definitely on my to-get list. Sweet Tooth, maybe. I was never a fan of the Twisted Metal games, but that Sweet Tooth pop just looks very cool, and it's definitely a heavy figure. I mean, the box is heavy when you pick them up. Scott Pilgrim is a maybe for me. Snagglepuss, I think I would like to get eventually. The Resident Evil figures, I really would like to get them eventually, so I'm trying to wait and be just a little bit patient because, like I said, I got trades in the works, not just with Cat D, but some other trades I'm trying to wrap up. And then I think I am actually going to maybe take a little break from trades, just because I do want to do a little shopping for myself. And then also the shipping is just, I mean, I like to trade, but the shipping can be such a burden at times, But anyway, I definitely appreciate you all checking out this hunt video. Really hope you enjoyed it. And I need you all to do me a favor here. You see what it says here on the screen. I want you to go to the video in the description that I'm going to link. It's for a video by Ethan Finds Out, Karen of Ethan Finds Out. And she wants people to like that video. And I think she said if she gets 100 likes on the video, then she will do a collection video. And I really want to see her collection because she does a lot of pop hunting. She goes to a lot of conventions, and she has some really great local places to her, out there in Cali. So I really want to see her collection. So let's give her that encouragement to do so. And if you have not subscribed to Ethan Finds Out, make sure that you do that as well. So yeah, please do me that favor, follow that link, go like her video, check out the video also because it's a giveaway. So I'm pretty sure that'll catch some people's attention. It's a giveaway going on as well. So yeah, check that out. Show support to Karen of Ethan Finds Out. She's an awesome individual. And again, thank you all for checking out this hunt video. Like I said, hope you enjoyed it, and do be on the lookout, of course, because I will have Funko news coming up very soon. You know, that's a weekly thing here. If you're new to the channel, Funko news is weekly, so be on the lookout for that. And you all take care. Till next time.